Hey, it's Papa. Grammy and I wanted to show everybody the stuff we use in our van. So we're going to show you the brand names and all that stuff of our cheap, efficient setup. Here we go. Here's the van and there's Grammy.
Hi.
What can you tell us about today, Grammy?
Well, this is what I like to sit in. It provides me with back support if I need that. And it's small and compact. It folds right up so you can store it away easily. And it's by Crazy Creek Casual Line.
Like 20 bucks, Grammy?
I can't remember.
She's 67 years old. She spent 20 bucks and she's super comfortable. If Grammy can do it, anybody can do it.
Our mat, which folds in sections, can be folded up and taken out of the van. We can clean it. We clean it off with and sterilize it with rubbing alcohol. It's just real sturdy. And it's made by WeSellMats.com. And they have different sizes. We picked the 4x8 for this van.
Maybe $100, maybe a little more. I don't really remember. We've had it for several years.
This is our sleeping pads, Air Live 2000 air sleeping pads, and
they're 6 feet long.
And just a little over 2 feet wide, which we wanted them that narrow. I think you can get them wider. And that's where you let the air out. And when you want to pump it up, you do it here. You're supposed to stand on it, but we're in the van, so we do it this way. And it works just fine. And I'm not going to pump it all up, but I'll just show you. That's how you can pump it.
And they are quite comfortable. We've been sleeping on these for a week about. They're new, and they're more comfortable than our previous van sleeping pads.
And my
they're about $40 each, plus or minus, maybe a little cheaper.
Right. And my headlamp, which we really enjoy these. They have a headlight, bright and lower, reading light, bright and lower, and then a red and a flashing red. These the batteries are rechargeable, 12 volt. So we can plug them in here at the car, and they come with their little charging connection, but we found that our Android chargers work here too. And
these are indispensable things to have, whether you live you're camping in your van or living in a tiny cottage.
Exactly. They're great. They're called LED headlight. We got them off Amazon.
Everything we have came off of Amazon.
And then the potty.
Brand new potty. This is an exciting day. We got a brand new potty.
Put the camera up here. This is the Thetford company. We like the kind of potties that they make. They seem to be easiest to work with. It's a Porta Potty 365. Has about a 5-gallon holding tank, and it has a little meter here that shows you when your holding tank is getting full so that you can go ahead and dump it in plenty of time. It comes apart back here, and help me out here. Okay. And it comes apart. This is the part you dump. And so you take this thing and go where you're going to dump and unscrew it, dump it over, squirt water in, shake it up real good and sterilize it and rinse it. And then you can put this back together.
We put pine sol in there to make it smell good. And Grammy, tell them about that stuff, that powder stuff.
That's right. That was the other thing. We have used...
I'll get it back together in a minute.
We've used different kinds of enzymes for portable potties.
To digest the solid material.
This is really good stuff. It's organic, happy camper, odor-free holding tank treatment. It's really designed. See, one scoop treats 40 gallons. But when you have a small porta potty, you have to put a good bit in. because they don't have any kind of air access. And so generally, when I have a new, fresh little bit of water, like about a gallon, half gallon to a gallon, then I put in almost a full scoop, and mix it in through that tube that we pour out so that it won't hurt the seal. The Happy Camper doesn't have any kind of scent. It's not real sticky, but it's a great enzyme. It breaks it down really well, and apparently it doesn't mind pine salt added to it because we've been doing it and it works okay.
Grammy,
And-
how long does it take to digest the solid stuff?
Well, I mean, it seems to do it in a few hours.
Righto.
And we've been very happy with it. It's worked well.
You want the solid stuff to be dissolved because that makes it very much easier to dump it, as you can imagine. And yes, it comes from Amazon.com. Okay, what else we got, Grammy?
That's all for today.
Okay, I want to show you, that was wonderful. I want to show you our solar power system. We use a solar power system. It's very simple in the van. We have a battery right here in the console, on the floor right below the console. It has a high-tech scientific cover called a dish towel on it. There's the battery. It's like 100 amp hours plus or minus. It probably costs $100, I don't remember. And then you have this, we have this 30 amp charge controller, or maybe it's a 10 amp, that lets the solar panel charge the battery, and when the battery is fully charged, it shuts off the flow of electricity so that the battery won't be overcharged, and then when the battery gets depleted of charge, it turns it back on, that sort of thing. And I've just, like, nothing fancy, just taken off the come off of the positive and negative terminals of the battery and wired this little 3-unit receptacle for 12 volts. And we've got these guys right here, 12 volt male plugs, and they have USB ports. And we can charge our smartphones, and we can charge our head lamps, and we used to have a laptop computer, we could charge it too. So and we have a 12 volt fan that we run when it's hot at night and when we're away from AC power, and it works for that too. I'll show you the solar panel. It's on the roof. All this comes from Amazon. Again, there it is. I think it's called a Renogy solar panel. And that's about $100 plus or minus. But I used to have 2 of them up here. And this is just laying on the van. It's attached to the side rails and this back crossbar. And it stays put. I've got a little piece of styrofoam under it so the van won't get scratched. I used to have another one up here too, but I took it and put it on our minimalist cottage. But this one seems to do the job. If I find when we're camping and we have to run our 12 volt fan a lot and we need extra solar power, I can put the other panel back on here. So no problem with that. Okay, and then one more very important feature. If you have grandkids, little boy grandkids, you need a big supply of monster trucks. And we've got at least 3 in here. So that's the most important thing to have in your van. Anyhow, that's our setup for now. Have a great day and a great summer, and happy traveling. Pop out.